the forgetfulness, the where did I put my keys? If you're in your early 40s, you think you're a little bit young for that. It's just not what anybody needs. The confusion, the forgetfulness, and the sleepiness. You know, people want someone, you're young once, you want to enjoy your youth with energy. And so I talked to my doctor about LDN, and he started me off with 3.0 milligram. And because I'm very sensitive to medications, and many times I've had bad effects. Things haven't worked right. So he gave me 3 milligrams nightly. And I felt immediately better, more energetic, more thoughtful, more able to do the things I wanted to do, less forgetfulness. And I was on that from, I think it was February 2003 to September of the same year. And I said, okay, doctor, how about 4.5 milligrams? You think we can turn it up a notch? And he did. And oh my gosh, that was like somebody took a little light switch on the back of my head and turned it to the on position, you know. It was just absolutely marvelous because I became so much more functional and stronger. So I've lived the LDN experience. I know the difference, and I like what it does to keep me strong and to keep me functioning. But all around, you know, nobody, I think when you can't remember things and you become forgetful, you get angry with yourself. And you know you're not the person that you are. It's not the truth of who you are that's functioning. And so we get frustrated and temperamental and difficult because we're just so upset with ourselves that we're not doing what we know we can do and what we've done in the past. And you look around and you know other people aren't like this. What's wrong with me? But there is a lot of help out there, and LDN is a major piece in the puzzle. You know, it will make a difference, changing lives. I'm so excited about bringing 4 fantastic ladies on stage with me tomorrow because they are part of the LDN story, either for someone close to them or from themselves. One of them will be Deidre Alejo, who comes all the way from Hong Kong. And Dee's story is so amazing because just a little more than a year ago, her doctor told her to get her affairs in order, that she had 4B, stage 4B cancer that had, I never say the word right, metastasized throughout her body. And there was virtually no hope for her, but she found LDN. And she's alive, doing very well, and able to travel to Los Angeles from Hong Kong. Can you imagine such a thing? I will also have Sammy Jo Wilkinson with me. And Sammy Jo's story with MS and LDN has just been an incredible journey. And I believe she is co-authored a book, and we're going to talk to her about her book. And another lady that will be on stage with me is Aletha Whitman. And Aletha is also working on a book. And another incredible lady that I'm quite certain will be on stage with me, though I haven't had a chance to talk to her too much, is Vicki Finlayson, who has walked, she is a person who has multiple sclerosis and very successful on LDN. And I believe she's walked throughout the state of California to call attention and awareness to the low-dose naltrexone movement.
When she did that, did the governor ever call her?
I never heard that he did, and I was very disappointed in the Arnold. I have to laugh on that one, but I'd hoped that with all that he stands for, and you know, he could be the Terminator of cancer and the Terminator of MS. So if he ever gets a chance to see this, Arnold, get on board. Get on board. It's a good thing. LDN could save your life or the life of someone you love. But I wanted these, I don't want to be alone on stage tomorrow. I wanted these incredible people to step forward because the name of the theme of our conference this year is a revolution in research. And we have seen a huge pattern coming to where there are more and more grants and funding for clinical trials to get the empirical evidence that the doctors need to really write those prescriptions. Cindy, what I really hope for the future of LDN and my role in it, I would never know about LDN if my father hadn't been so enormously strong and courageous to refuse chemotherapy and radiation. I would never have looked for LDN. I never would have found it. And while I know that he's in a better place and that I'll see him again one day, my hopes and dreams would be to honor him by starting the Emory James Sedlock Foundation. And the purpose of that foundation would be to raise money for clinical trials and to continue educating people until the world knows once and for all that there is another mainstream method that you can try for treatment for your cancer, multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome. There is another way to approach this thing, and it's a wonderful drug called low-dose naltrexone. And the more we can educate people and the more that we raise money and get that empirical evidence that the doctors need to write those scripts, that's when this will all happen. That's when we'll be recognized. And I will have fulfilled what I believe is my purpose in life and what God has put me here to do, and that is to help other people get healthy. And once I can do that, that's great.